Hello, my dear friend. Welcome. I am so happy you are here today. My name is Anna, and this is the VUS Learning English Podcast. Today, we are going to talk about something very important. We are going to talk about speaking English. Do you ever feel stuck? Maybe you study every day. You learn new words. You read English books. You watch English movies. But when you want to speak, the words do not come. It feels like they are hiding. You feel shy. You feel nervous. And you use the same simple words you used last year. You can understand so much, but you cannot say so much. This feeling is very, very frustrating. I know. If you feel this way, please listen closely. You are not alone. Every single person who learns English feels this way sometimes. It is not your fault. This feeling is normal. It is a sign that you have learned so much. Your brain is full of new English. But the old ways of learning are not working anymore. Your brain is ready for something new. It is ready for a new kind of practice. The problem is not you, the problem is the method. Imagine you want to run a marathon, a very long race, but you only practice by lifting heavy things. You make your arms strong, but you do not practice running. Learning English is the same. You have learned many rules and words, but now it is time to practice the running. It is time to practice the speaking. In this episode, I will not give you long lists of words. I will not give you difficult grammar rules. Instead, I will give you a new plan, a new training plan for speaking. We will learn 5 simple, smart ways to improve your English speaking skills. These are 5 exercises you can do every day. They are small actions, but they will make a big, big change. These exercises will help you turn the English in your head into the English that you speak, confidently and naturally. Before we start, if you enjoy this podcast, please think about following or subscribing. It helps other learners just like you find our community. And I love to know where you are listening from. Are you in Brazil or Japan or Italy or India? Please tell me in the comments. It makes me so happy to see our global family. Okay, my friend, are you comfortable? Let's take a nice slow breath. And let's begin with our first exercise. Section 1. First, let's listen to speak. Our first exercise is the most important. It is a big change in how we think. We need to learn to speak by listening. This sounds strange, right? How can listening help me speak? Most people think listening is quiet. You put on a podcast, you watch a movie. You do this to understand English better. But this is like watching a cooking show. Does watching a cooking show make you a great cook? No, you have to go into the kitchen and cook. To become a better speaker, we need to listen in a new way. We need to do active listening. Think about a little baby. How does a baby learn to speak? A baby listens for 1 year, 2 years just listening. The baby hears the music of the language. The baby hears the sounds. The baby hears the rhythm. The baby is not studying grammar books. The baby is just listening, absorbing everything. As an adult, we can do the same thing, but we can do it much faster. So our first daily exercise is active listening. This is not just paying attention. It is a special way to listen. It trains your mouth by training your ear. The goal is not just to understand the words. The goal is to understand how the person says the words. Listening to English in the background while you clean your house is not very helpful. Your brain just thinks it is noise. For active listening, you need to be engaged. You need to focus. It is a workout for your brain. For this, you need a short piece of audio, maybe 30 seconds long, or 1 minute long, not too long. It can be from a podcast, or a news show, or a short talk. The most important thing is it must have a transcript. A transcript is the written text of the audio. You need to be able to read the words. Our active listening workout has 2 parts. The first part is called shadowing. The second part is called dictation. Let's talk about shadowing first. What is shadowing? Imagine you are walking behind a friend. You are their shadow. You walk where they walk. Shadowing in English is the same idea. You listen to a native speaker, and you speak just after them, like a shadow. This is a wonderful, wonderful exercise. It helps your pronunciation. It helps your intonation, the music of your voice. It helps the rhythm of your speaking. It connects your ears to your mouth. It helps you speak without thinking too much about grammars. Here is how you can do shadowing, step by step. It is very simple. Let's imagine we have a 1-minute audio clip from a podcast, and we have the transcript. Step 1 is just listen. Play the 1-minute clip. Do not read. Do not speak. Just close your eyes and listen. What is the person talking about? How does their voice sound? Is it happy, sad, serious? Just feel the audio. Step 2 is listen and read. Now play the clip again. This time, read the transcript while you listen. Your eyes see the words. Your ears hear the sounds. This connects the words to the sounds. You will see how words connect together, like want to becomes wanna. You will hear the music of the sentences. Step 3 is listen and shadow with the transcript. Okay, now the real work begins. It is time to use your voice. Play the clip again. Read the transcript. And speak at the same time as the speaker. Or just a little bit after. Do not worry if it is difficult. You will probably make mistakes. You might not keep up. That is 100% okay. It will feel strange. It will feel awkward. This feeling is a good sign. It means your mouth is learning to make new shapes, new sounds. Be patient. Repeat this step 3 or 4 times. You will be surprised. Each time it will get a little easier, a little smoother. Step 4 is the final step. Listen and shadow without the transcript. This is like the final level in a game. It is the most challenging. Put the paper away. Just listen. And speak along with the audio. It is difficult, but this is how you really learn the sounds of English. You put them deep inside your memory. Try to do this for about 15 or 20 minutes every day. Just this one exercise will help your speaking so much, more than hours and hours of old study methods. Now for the second part of our listening workout. This is called dictation. Dictation sounds like an old school exercise, I know, but it is so powerful. It is a tool for accuracy. It helps you be correct. Shadowing helps with the music of English. Dictation helps you hear every small word and grammar ending. The process is very, very simple. You can use the same audio clip. Play one sentence. Then pause the audio. Take a pen and paper and write down the sentence exactly as you heard it. Then play the next sentence. Pause again and write it down. Do this for the whole 1-minute clip. Go slowly. When you are finished, take your paper and compare it to the real transcript. Every difference is a beautiful lesson. Did you write live, but the speaker said leave? This tells you that you need to practice the I and E sounds. Did you miss the little S at the end of a verb, like he walks? This tells you your ear is not hearing that sound yet, and that is okay. Now you know. Dictation helps you stop guessing. It helps you hear with care and precision. It is slow, it is careful, and it works. Spending 15 minutes a day on dictation will make your ear so sharp. So your daily listening workout can be about 30 to 45 minutes. 15 or 20 minutes of shadowing for fluency. 15 minutes of dictation for accuracy. And maybe 5 minutes to look at the new words in the transcript. And that brings us to our next exercise. Section 2. Make words your friends. What is the big difference between someone who is okay at English and someone who is advanced? It is not how many words they know. It is how many words they can use without thinking. When you feel stuck, it is often because there is a big space. A space between the words you understand when you read and the words you can use when you speak. The words you understand are your passive vocabulary. The words you use are your active vocabulary. For a fluent speaker, the words are just there, ready to use. They do not have to stop and think and search for a word. So our second exercise is about making your vocabulary active. We call it automating your vocabulary, making it ready to use automatically. The wrong way to learn vocabulary is probably what you are doing now. You make a long list of words. Maybe you use flashcards. You see a word on one side, you see the meaning on the other side. You look at it and you think, okay, I know this word, but you have not learned it. You have only practiced recognizing it. You have not practiced using it. That is why when you speak, the word does not come to your mind. The right way to learn vocabulary is different. We need to turn a passive word into an active friend, a tool you can use anytime. I call this method repeat and play. Here is how it works. It is very simple and very powerful. Step 1. Choose your words. Remember the transcript from our listening exercise? Go back to that transcript. From that 1-minute audio, choose just 5 words, or maybe 7. Not too many. 5 is perfect. Do not choose strange, difficult academic words. Choose words that you understood in the story, but you would never say yourself. Simple, useful words are the best. Words like important, actually, suggest, or recently. These are common words that make a big difference. Let's take an example. Imagine you chose the word delicious. And in the audio, the person said, the cake was absolutely delicious. Step 2, repeat and feel the word. Now take that full sentence. The cake was absolutely delicious. Say it out loud 5 times. The cake was absolutely delicious. 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 Say it with feeling. Imagine you are eating that amazing cake. Feel the word delicious in your mouth. This helps you remember the word with an emotion, with a feeling. Step 3, play with the word. This is the most important step. This is the step most people do not do. You need to make the word yours. You do this by using it in new sentences, your own original sentences. You have to play with the word. Let's try it with delicious. Your goal is to make at least 5 new sentences. First, make a sentence about you. My mother's cooking is always delicious. Good. Now you have a personal connection to the word. Next, make a sentence about something else. I had a delicious pizza yesterday. Great. Now, change the sentence. Maybe ask a question. Was the soup delicious? Wonderful. Now you are thinking about the word in a new way. Now, use a negative. The coffee was not delicious. It was terrible. See? You are telling your brain all the different ways to use this word. Let's try one more, a little more complex. I want to find a recipe for a delicious chocolate cake. Look at what you just did. You used the word delicious in 5 different ways. You practiced it. You played with it. Now, this word is not just something you recognize. It is your friend. It is a tool you know how to use. You own this word now. Do this every day with your 5 to 7 words. It will take about 20 minutes. After 1 week, you will have about 35 new active words. After 1 month, that is more than 140 words. These are words you can actually use in a conversation. This is how you build a vocabulary that helps you speak. If you want to make this even more powerful, you can use an app on your phone, an app that helps you remember things, like Anki or Quizlet. These are called spaced repetition systems, or SRS. But use it in a new way. On the front of a digital flashcard, write the new word, for example, delicious. On the back of the card, do not write the definition. Do not write very good taste. Instead, write the 5 sentences that you created. My mother's cooking is always delicious. I had a delicious pizza yesterday. And so on. So when you review your words, you are not just reading a definition. You are practicing real sentences. You read them out loud. This is so much more powerful. Stop just collecting words. Start using them. Start playing with them. Become a vocabulary user. Section 3. Speak in groups of words. If you listen to a native English speaker, you will notice something interesting. They do not speak word by word by word. They speak in groups of words. These groups are called chunks. Being fluent is not about speaking very fast. It is about thinking less between words. Fluent speakers do not build every sentence from small bricks, like one word, then another, then another. Instead, they take ready-made groups of words from their memory and they put them together. These chunks are groups of words that often go together. Think about phrases like heavy rain, make a decision, figure it out. The reason you sometimes feel slow when you speak is because you are building every sentence from zero. You think of a subject, then you think of a verb, then you think, oh, what is the correct tense? Then you find a noun. This is a lot of work for your brain. It is exhausting, and it is not how fluent speakers talk. So our third daily exercise is to become a chunk finder and a chunk practicer. The wrong way to learn is to only focus on single words and grammar rules. The right way is to start seeing and hearing English in groups. First, you will become a chunk finder. Go back to your transcript, the text from your listening practice. But this time, you have a new mission. You are not looking for single words. You are a detective looking for chunks. Read the text and use a pen or a highlighter. Find any group of words that feels like one unit. How can you find a chunk? Here are some clues. It just sounds natural together. You often hear those words together. You usually cannot change the words. For example, we say heavy rain. We don't say strong rain. Heavy rain is a chunk. It is often a common way to give an opinion or to move to a new idea. Let me give you an example. Imagine you read this sentence. To be honest, I was a little disappointed. On the one hand, the service was great, but on the other hand, the food wasn't as good as I hoped. At the end of the day, I guess you get what you pay for. Look at all the chunks in there. To be honest, that is a great chunk for giving your real opinion. On the one hand, on the other hand, this is a perfect chunk for showing two sides of a situation. Wasn't as good as a wonderful chunk for making a comparison. At the end of the day, a chunk for giving a final thought. Get what you pay for, a very common chunk that means the quality depends on the price. In that one example, we found 6 powerful chunks. Learning these 6 chunks will give you more speaking power than learning 20 single words. Your job is to start a chunk notebook, a special notebook just for your chunks. Every day, find 5 or 10 new chunks from your listening and write them in your notebook. But just finding and collecting is not enough. You have to practice them. So you need to become a chunk practicer. This is just like our repeat and play method for words, but we do it for whole phrases. Let's choose a chunk. For example, as far as I'm concerned, this is a great chunk for giving your opinion. It means, in my opinion. First, repeat the chunk 10 times. Say it out loud. As far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned. Feel the rhythm. Feel the music of the chunk. Second, practice the chunk by making new sentences. Connect the chunk to your own ideas. As far as I'm concerned, this is a great exercise. As far as I'm concerned, dogs are the best pets. As far as I'm concerned, learning English can be fun. As far as I'm concerned, winter is the most beautiful season. When you do this, you are building a bridge in your brain. A bridge from the idea, I want to give my opinion, directly to the phrase, as far as I'm concerned. It becomes a shortcut, an automatic phrase. Spend about 20 minutes a day on this exercise. 10 minutes to find new chunks, and 10 minutes to practice the chunks you found yesterday. Try to find different kinds of chunks. Chunks for opinions. In my view, I believe that. Chunks for transitions. As a result, first of all. In addition. And even small chunks for when you need to think, like, well, that's a good question, or let me see. These are very useful in real conversations. This is the secret to sounding more natural and more fluent. It frees your brain. Your brain doesn't have to worry about grammar so much. It can focus on your message, on what you want to say. So start listening for chunks. Start thinking in chunks, not just in single words. Section 4. Be brave and speak. We have talked about listening. We have talked about vocabulary. We have talked about chunks. These are all so important. But they are not enough if we do not face the biggest challenge. The biggest challenge is fear. The fear of making a mistake. The fear that people will judge you. The fear that you will stop and not find the words. This fear is a big wall. It keeps you from moving forward. But here is a secret. Confidence is not something you find. It is not something you wait for. Confidence is something you build. You build it with small actions, brick by brick, like building a house. You cannot learn to swim by reading a book about swimming. You have to get in the water. And you cannot learn to speak English by only studying. You have to speak. This is why our fourth exercise is about building your confidence. We will call it graded interaction. Graded means step by step. Interaction means speaking with someone. The plan is to gently push yourself. Start with very safe, low-risk speaking and slowly move toward real conversations. The wrong way is to wait until you feel ready. My dear friend, that day will never come. Wanting to be perfect is the enemy. It stops you from making progress. The right way is to accept that you will make mistakes. Mistakes are not bad. Mistakes are your teachers. They show you what you need to learn. The goal is communication, to share your ideas. The goal is not perfection. So here's your ladder. A ladder to build your speaking confidence. You must try to do at least one of these things every single day. Step 1 on the ladder, self-talk. This is zero risk. It is the safest way to start speaking. The exercise is so simple. Talk to yourself out loud in English. You can do this when you are alone, at home, in your car, when you are walking. Just say what you are doing. Narrate your life. Okay, it is morning. I am getting out of bed. Now I am walking to the kitchen. I am going to make some tea. I need to get a cup. It feels a little strange at first. I know, but it is so powerful. You are practicing the most important skill, turning your thoughts into spoken words. And there is zero pressure. No one is listening. No one is judging you. Just let your mouth get comfortable with speaking English. Try this for 5 or 10 minutes every day. Step 2 on the ladder, self-recording. This is low risk, a small step up. Use your phone. Every phone has a voice recorder app. Find a simple question online. You can search for English conversation questions. Maybe the question is, what did you do last weekend? Or, what is your favorite food and why? Give yourself 1 or 2 minutes to answer the question, press record, and speak. Then, and this is the important part, listen to your recording. I know, this can feel very uncomfortable. No one likes the sound of their own voice, but please be brave and listen. When you listen, be a kind friend to yourself. Do not listen to criticize. Listen with curiosity. Where did you pause for a long time? Maybe you needed to find a word. What about your pronunciation? Did it sound clear? Did you use any of the new words or chunks you are learning? This recording is your personal feedback tool. It is your private teacher. Save the recording. 1 month from now, listen to today's recording again. You will hear how much you have improved. You will be so proud of yourself. Step 3 on the ladder, language exchange partner. This is medium risk. Now we will add another person, but in a very safe, low-stress way. A language exchange partner is a perfect person for this. This is someone who is learning your language, and you are learning their language. You help each other. There are apps to find partners. Apps like HelloTalk or Tandem. But do not just start with a video call. That is too scary. Use a step-by-step approach here too. For the first week, just send text messages. Writing gives you time to think. You can use your chunk notebook. You can use a dictionary. It is a great way to start. For the second week, move to voice messages. This is a beautiful middle step. You can think about what you want to say. You can practice it. You can even record it again if you don't like it, but it makes you speak. It is speaking, but with less pressure than a live call. For the third week and after, you can try a live call. Schedule a short call, maybe just 10 or 15 minutes. Keep it short so it doesn't feel too big. You can speak English for half the time. And then you can help your partner in your language for the other half. It is a fair and friendly exchange. Step 4 on the ladder, a tutor or a speaking club. This is a higher risk, but still a very safe space. This is the final step on our ladder for now. You can speak with a professional teacher, a tutor from a website like Italki or Preply. A tutor is a trained teacher who gives you one-on-one lessons. They are experts in helping learners. They will be patient and kind. They can give you expert feedback. Or you can join a speaking club. This is a group of learners who meet to practice speaking. This helps you get used to speaking in a group. You must promise yourself to climb this ladder one step at a time. Today, you can start with self-talk. Next week, you can try self-recording. The week after, you can download an app and find a text partner. Every small action you take is a vote. A vote for the confident speaker you want to become. Remember, my friend, action creates confidence. Confidence does not come first. Action comes first. Section 5. Live with English every day. Our first 4 exercises are your daily workouts. They are your focused practice. They are very important. They give you the biggest results. But what about the rest of your day? The other 23 hours? Our final exercise is about building a beautiful, enjoyable English world around you. We will call this curated immersion. Curated means you choose it carefully. Immersion means you are surrounded by it, like being in water. The goal is to make English a part of your life, not just a subject you study, not just a chore. The wrong way is to just watch random things in English. Watching a Hollywood movie with subtitles in your own language is nice. It is entertainment, but it is not powerful immersion. The wrong way is to only use apps made for beginners. These apps often have very slow, very perfect English. This is good at the beginning, but it does not prepare you for the real world. The right way is to be smart and strategic. To choose your English environment so it helps you learn and grow. Here's your plan to build your own English bubble, your own English world. Number 1, redesign your digital world. This is the easiest and fastest step. Go into the settings on your phone and change the language to English. Go to your computer. Change the language to English. Go to your social media like Facebook or Instagram. Change the language to English. It will feel strange for a few days, but you will learn so fast. This one simple change means you will see and use hundreds of English words every day. Words like settings, notifications, like, share, send. This keeps your brain in English mode. It is a small thing that makes a big difference. Number 2, use English media in a smart way. You should definitely watch shows, listen to music, and follow people on YouTube in English, but be smart about it. First, choose the right content. Maybe a difficult TV show with many characters and a lot of slang is not the best place to start. Instead, try interviews, or documentaries, or news shows. In these shows, people often speak more clearly. The best content is content about your hobbies, things you already love. If you love gardening, watch YouTube channels about gardening in English. If you love video games, watch gamers who speak English. If you love painting, watch painting tutorials in English. Why is this so good? Because you already understand the topic. You have visual help. You can see what they are talking about, and you will learn vocabulary that is interesting and useful to you. Second, use the right tools. Many platforms have special features for learners. On YouTube, you can change the video speed. You can play it at 0.75 times speed, a little slower. This can help you catch every word. If you like to read, an e-reader like a Kindle is amazing. You can read a book in English, and if you see a word you don't know, you can just tap on it. The definition will appear. It is so helpful. For music, there are apps that turn English songs into learning games. They show you the lyrics and help you with your listening. Third, use subtitles wisely. Start by watching with English subtitles. This is very important. It connects what you hear with what you read. Your ears and eyes work together. When you feel more comfortable, challenge yourself. Try watching a short video with no subtitles at all. Will you understand everything? No, and that is perfectly okay. The goal is to practice understanding the main idea, to train your ear to get the general meaning. Number 3, connect everything together. This is where the magic happens. Your English world should connect to your daily exercises. They should work together. Imagine this. You are watching a YouTube video about cooking. That is your immersion. You hear the host say a cool phrase like, "It's as easy as pie." You pause the video. You write that chunk in your chunk notebook. That is your chunk finder exercise. Another example, you are reading a news article on your phone. That is your immersion. You find a great new word like essential. You look it up. Then you practice it using the repeat and play method. You make 5 sentences with essential. That is your vocabulary exercise. One more. You are listening to a podcast. That is your immersion. You find a part where the speaker talks very clearly for 1 minute. You decide to use that 1-minute clip for your listening workout. You use it for shadowing and dictation. Do you see the beautiful circle? Your immersion gives you the material for your exercises, and your exercises give you the skills to understand and enjoy your immersion more. Your daily life becomes your textbook. Your hobbies become your lessons. This is how you make learning English a habit that you love, not a chore that you have to do. Don't just study English. Start living in English. So there you have it, my friend. 5 simple, smart ways to improve your English speaking. 5 daily exercises to help you feel more confident. Let's gently recap the plan. First, learn to speak by listening. Use shadowing to practice the music of English. And use dictation to practice your accuracy. Second, make words your friends. Use the repeat and play method. Turn words you know into words you can use. Third, speak in groups of words. Find and practice chunks. This will help you speak more smoothly and naturally. Fourth, be brave and speak. Climb the ladder of confidence. Start with self-talk and move slowly towards real conversations. Remember, action builds confidence. And fifth, live with English every day. Build your own English world. Connect your hobbies and your life to your learning. That feeling of being stuck is a sign. It is a sign that you are ready for a new chapter. You are ready to grow. The old methods helped you get here. But to get to the next level, you need a new plan, a new focus on speaking. The most important thing is consistency, doing a little bit every day. This plan might feel like a lot. Please do not try to do everything perfectly tomorrow. Start small. Tomorrow, maybe just try shadowing for 5 minutes. That's it. The next day, maybe try to play with just one new word. Small daily actions are so much more powerful than studying for 5 hours on a Sunday. Learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. It is a long and beautiful journey. Every advanced speaker you admire has walked this same path. They have felt this same frustration. They have felt this same fear. The only difference is that they found a new method and they kept going day by day. And you can do this too. I believe in you completely. If this episode gave you a clear plan and a little bit of hope, I would be so grateful if you would hit the like or follow button. It tells me that this is helpful and it helps our podcast reach more wonderful learners like you. And now, for your first small action step, your first piece of homework. I want you to go to the comments section, and I want you to write one chunk that you learned today or a chunk that you like to use. It can be on the other hand, or at the end of the day, or as far as I'm concerned. Let's share our favorite chunks. Let's start building our active community right here, right now. Thank you so much for your time and your energy today. It was a pleasure to be with you. Stop just studying. Start training. Start playing. Be kind to yourself on this journey. You are doing a great job. See you next time, my friend.